Hey Emma, so I was just reading this fascinating report from Impact Quantum about the Philippine state of quantum in August 2025, and it's really something else.
Oh, hey, Marcus. Oh, that sounds intriguing. I mean, when you think quantum, you usually think the US, China, big European players, right? What's the Philippines up to?
Well, that's just it. They're not actually rushing in like for grand announcements or anything. The executive summary really highlights this unique, deliberate path. They're listening first, which is, I think, super important. It's all about carefully weaving quantum readiness into their educational, ethical, and infrastructural fabric. It's not about being first, you know?
Wow, listening first. That's actually refreshing. So they're not just trying to build the biggest quantum computer. They're really focusing on, well, the groundwork, I guess.
Exactly. It's a very thoughtful, cautious, but hopeful pace. Even though funding is pretty modest and hardware infrastructure is limited, the report says the groundwork they're laying, especially in public sector coordination and international learning networks, could totally become a template for responsible innovation across Southeast Asia.
Huh, a template. That's a pretty big statement. So it's not just about the tech itself then, it's about how they adopt it.
Absolutely, and it ties into their building before broadcasting strategy. They don't have a formal national quantum strategy yet, but the strategic framing is really taking shape. Like DOST and ASTI are prototyping a quantum readiness framework focused on education, ethics, infrastructure, and sovereign applications.
Okay, that's smart. So they're making sure they've got the right pillars in place before they dive in headfirst. What about actual tech stuff happening?
Oh, for sure. In August 2025, ASTI actually started working with DICT on a pilot evaluation of quantum-safe cryptography for government data centers. That's a huge step for national digital resilience, you know? And universities like Mindanao State University IIT launched an elective on quantum programming with QSKIT, expanding capacity outside Metro Manila. Plus, Cebu and Davao universities are joining a cloud-based research network.
Quantum safe cryptography. That's like preparing for the future, right? So existing encryption doesn't get broken. And it's great to hear it's not just focused on the capital. What about academia, specifically?
Yeah, their academia is really driving it. UP Diliman's Phil Quibbett initiative partnered with Japan's NICT. De La Salle University has quantum modules in graduate data science. Ateneo de Manila is piloting quantum-enhanced optimization for logistics. And get this, students have hands-on access to IBM Quantum, Microsoft Azure Quantum, and AWS Bracket, all without needing on-prem infrastructure. Cloud-first architecture really democratizes access.
Wow, that's actually really impressive, especially with the cloud access. So it sounds like they're not just building internally, but also looking outwards too.
Totally. They're heavily leaning into international cooperation. They joined the Asia-Pacific Quantum Capacity Building Consortium, unlocking funding for faculty exchanges and shared resources. Plus, bilateral partnerships with NSERC in Canada and IITP in South Korea are supporting graduate research tracks. They're putting values-driven quantum governance on the table.
Values driven. That's fascinating. So they're really thinking about the ethical side of quantum? Are they getting recognized for this approach?
Absolutely. Even though they're not a G7 nation, they're helping shape the ethical tone of global tech. They co-hosted the first ASEAN Plus 3 Quantum and AI Governance Dialogue focused on digital sovereignty, and the eGov PH Super App was spotlighted as a model for secure, quantum-resilient digital public services, a quiet national success. It's a really smart play.
That's pretty cool. So what's next for them then? Are there any challenges they're facing?
Yeah, there are challenges, of course. Funding for quantum hardware is virtually non-existent, and there's a brain drain issue with talented students going abroad. But looking ahead, a national quantum readiness strategy is expected by late 2026. They could really emerge as a regional center for quantum education, ethics, and public sector innovation, shaping Southeast Asia's approach. It's a story of depth over drama.